The news continues. Want to hand it over to Chris. Woo, woo! For Cuomo Prime Time.
I was going to ask you for one of those, but the gift became even before the request. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate it.
Woo, woo!
Donald Trump is receiving both scorn and praise for his defense of Planned Parenthood.
And I am very, very proud to say that I am pro-life.
This was him come back up and saying, well, okay, no, wait up now. I hate the abortion part, but I like the other parts. And so he didn't get as specific as pointing out with the fact, which is that it's only 3% of what Planned Parenthood does. 3%, that's it, right? But he did say it's a small amount.
And why the Washington Post fact checker gave Planned Parenthood's 3% statistic 3 Pinocchios, marking it as, quote, very misleading. Last year alone, they did 323,999 abortions, which averages to 887 abortions per day, 37 abortions per hour, 1 abortion every 97 seconds. Again, Planned Parenthood commits 1 abortion every 97 seconds. 323,999 abortions for 2.5 million patients means that 1 in 8 patients who walk into Planned Parenthood will undergo an abortion.
But Washington Post did include it when they fact-checked, and they had a problem themselves with Planned Parenthood's own 3% statistic. They were saying, that doesn't really fly.
Only 3% of what Planned Parenthood does. 3%, that's it, right?
Woo, woo!
But he did say it's a small amount. And he mentioned that, he might be open to, cutting all their funding unless they cut out the abortion stuff, right?
Seems significant to me.
Yeah, that's gigantic, but I don't think he's going to do it.
Cutting all their funding unless they cut out the abortion stuff, right? Seems significant.
But I don't think he's going to do it.
And now to the Trump presidency. Today, the White House will propose a rule banning abortions at places that receive federal family planning funds.
But he's getting so much credit for defending Planned Parenthood, leaving that comment, whether he would actually defund it, which I don't know.
President Trump signed a law today giving states the option to block funding to any organizations that provide abortions, including Planned Parenthood. It rolls back an Obama administration regulation.
But he's saying, basically, if you believe that they should get all of their money taken away unless they stop doing abortions, then that's reasonable. They're not going to do that, and so he's saying defund them.
So I hear you, John, and the fact is, you're right, and I said it in my initial statement, which is that we have no idea what Donald Trump would do if he were actually president.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Donald Trump doesn't know.
No, he has no idea.
President Donald Trump signs legislation allowing states to deny federal funding for abortion provider Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Donald Trump doesn't know.
No, he has no idea. Yeah.
So they're now coming out saying this guy's fake.
Yeah, we're going to read a little bit of that.
And by the way, here, I'll go way over the top of them. No, there's no way Donald Trump's actually pro-life.
No, I don't believe so.
He's totally pro-choice.
Yeah.
But I am a Christian, I'm Protestant, I'm Presbyterian.
Pro-life?
I'm pro-life.
I'd be shocked.
Look, as you know, I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life. I'm totally against abortion having to do with Planned Parenthood. I'm pro-life. Look, I'm pro-life. Very simple. Pro-life. I am pro-life. I'm totally against abortion.
No, I don't believe so.
He's totally pro-choice.
Yeah.
The truth is, President Donald Trump is the most pro-life president in American history.
I'm pro-life.
In a series of tweets, the president calling himself strongly pro-life.
The justices that I'm going to appoint will be pro-life. They will have a conservative bent. So I'm pro-life, but with the caveats. And you have to have with the caveats.
Right. Now, having said that, I'm still sticking with the position of he appears to be pro-Planned Parenthood.
But I would defund it because I'm pro-life.
For those who would like to know, I am strongly pro-life with the 3 exceptions: rape, incest, and protecting the life of the mother.
Would you vote to defund Planned Parenthood? Yes or no?
Yes, I've seen it, and I think you know my stance on it.
President Donald Trump signs the first pro-life law in 14 years, allowing states to defund Planned Parenthood.
As I've said many times before, I am hopelessly addicted to facts. I want to lay a few facts on you before we begin a discussion over this. $500 million in federal funds goes to Planned Parenthood. None of that money, none of it pays for abortions. That's been banned by law since 1976. Planned Parenthood says only 3% of their services are dedicated to abortion. The group says 97% of its services are for things like breast exams. gynecological services, including pap smears and pelvic exams, cancer screenings and contraception.
Easy to see where Planned Parenthood's priorities are. They commit 160 abortions for every one adoption referral. Though Planned Parenthood constantly talks about their breast exams and pap tests, they only do less than 1% of the nation's pap tests and 1.8% of the nation's breast exams, while they do 30.6%, a third of the nation's abortions. But that's a public relations problem. So Planned Parenthood came up with a creative way to make their big business, abortion, look very small. Such distorted calculations could be used to obscure the purpose of any business. It would be like the NFL saying that because they sold 5 million hot dogs in a season and there were only 256 games, football is only 0.005% of what they do. Or it'd be like a steakhouse saying, actually, steak is only a very small percentage of what we serve because we also serve salad, mashed potatoes, french fries, beer, wine, soda, water, butter, salt, pepper, ketchup, toothpicks, and breath mints. We'd say, yeah, right, you're a steakhouse. Just like Planned Parenthood is an abortion corporation.
So, America, you heard it here first. I am a big supporter of Planned Parenthood, and I will always be one. And so is Donald Trump, for that matter.
Woo!